Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Ted and today we've got our most important game of the series so far in Reviving Ravel. It's episode 6. Terrified putting myself, to be honest. As is now customary, my drink today is a hot chocolate in a nice little mug that I got at the Weihnachtsmarkt Bonn. There was a Christmas market a few years ago. Went with my lovely wife and then one-year-old child, and I'm going to spruce up with a bit of Mozart, which I got from Dusseldorf last year when I was working in a job I despised, and my train home, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? My plane home was cancelled, so or delayed, one of the two. I'm just speaking a load of crap, I'm not even drunk yet. But yes, the point is, boozy hot chocolate. Cheers. Gosh, that's hot. But yes, if you caught the last episode of Reviving Ravel, we've literally gone forward 7 days. We lost against Arsenal 2-1. We looked a lot better in our formation. Took until the 80th minute to get a goal back, and they scored in the 94th minute to really kill us. I was absolutely gutted. I'm hoping for a bit better today. We have kept the tactic as it is. It is a 4-1-2-3. Ravel comes in for Luke Dreyer, which I'm sure will upset from 11-1, but whatever. Just Ravel's more experienced and is slightly better across the board. As much as he's not a ball-winning midfielder, I figure he's got better attributes, so I'm just hoping for the best, really. Apart from that, Kuyate has come back into a bit of fitness, so he's on the bench. I'd like him in that role, really, but it's not to be. I think I mentioned this at the end of last episode. If not, I cut it all out. Big Rav, Little Rav, cardboard box, got a 6.7 last time out. Was up for way more headers. Didn't win as many of them though, which is interesting. I guess he used to pick and choose his headers and do a lot better. But I felt like he got involved a bit in play. So hopefully he just does the same again today. I know it's a Ravel focus series, but I'm just going to get into it. There's not a lot else that needs to be said. I could show you the table actually. Let's waste some time doing that. Everyone loves a slightly longer video, don't they? So there it is, down in 18th place. Watford have played a game more and have a slightly better goal difference. If we stay on the same amount of points the rest of the season, we're probably going down unless Watford have an absolute collapse in terms of conceding goals. But that would mean that we've literally not picked up any points since starting, which would be a huge embarrassment. But Leicester aren't too far away. They played a game less and are a point better off. We've got some pretty bad goal difference. So a win today would really help out in the battle against relegation. I'm still unsure what we're going to do. We've got Fulham later on and Cardiff, I believe. Yeah, Cardiff and Fulham and West Ham, who I kind of want to show because of ex-Ravel. So we'll just see where the results are today leave us. So yes, our team for today is Guaita in goal, Suarez, Sacco, Tompkins, Wan-Bissaka at the back, Ravel in defensive mid, MacArthur and Mayer in the middle, Zaha and Townsend on the wings, and Ravel Morrison up top. I mean, I'm forcing myself to play him as a handicap, isn't it? And then Leicester, still sporting a few members of the title-winning campaign a few years ago. Kasper Schmeichel in goal, Fuchs, Evans, Maguire and Marty. Can't see your names. Adrian Silva, apparently. Sure, why not? And Vicente Iborra? Vicente. That was more Italian than Spanish, wasn't it? Then they got Rafa and Bruden Larsen on the wings. I don't recognise most of this team, to be honest. I just said I do. Madison in the middle with Vardy up top. Hand to assistant. No one cares. I'm going to have to show that, aren't I? I'm such a mug. So Townsend gets the ball on the right, gives it in for Max Meyer, Wan-Bissaka overlapping on the wing, gives it to Townsend in plenty of room, and then Meyer goes to return. Sends him in on attack. Why wasn't I doing it before? Also, just when the game's on, don't stir your fucking hot chocolate. Throw in. This I know is going to be a highlight, at least. Zaha gives it to MacArthur. Max Meyer in the middle. Ravel, he's a bit isolated up there. I'm not really surprised. He's not a striker. He seems to be a bit further forward than I want him to be, though. I know he needs to be moving into channels and gaps and stuff as a Trek, but or Trekartista, whatever. But we kind of need him to be floating in this little hole here because he's not going to win those headers. Like, more often than not, he will not win them. My screen's a bit dark, no, I'm just struggling massively. But Leicester are coming at us. We are struggling to defend. This is like the Arsenal game again, isn't it? Do I need to go defensive? Oh my word. Corner for Leicester. I was going to say QPR. That would have been a lot easier than you'd hope, but we did lose to Luton, so probably not. Madison collects it again on the right hand side. Vardy's in the middle and puts it just wide. This tactic is conceding so many chances in the 106 minutes of game we've seen so far. Great save from Maguire, drops for Vardy, finds Maguire again. Oh my word. Looks like we pressed him out of the box, but yeah, we are conceding so many chances, it's ridiculous. Oh, there you go. Cool, thanks for that. Right, well, it is half time and it's still 1-0. Apart from those few chances, of which they probably should have scored 2 goals, nothing. We've skipped through. I'm hoping that's like the storm over. What do you say? I've got the same problem again, haven't I? Complacency, don't do it. Big half for Crystal Palace Football Club and for Ted Redwood as a manager. I've never felt so useless at the game in my entire life. Been on losing runs before. I think 10 is the highest. I can't remember if we're on 10 or 9, but we've shown no promise apart from the last game. That's what's made me want to do this game. It's such a big game and it's flitting by. I'm probably going to be with you throughout the whole half. But Soiree does have a throw-in. It gives it straight away. But Leicester are so deep, they couldn't get any support up to Vardy. But then we've got a bit of room in the sort of centre midfield area because they've got 2 defensive mids and we seem to be operating well there. I don't particularly want to change the tactic, but I'm wondering if going for like a lower tempo and shorter passing might work now, just to keep hold of the ball. But while we're not conceding chances, I'm not going to bother. But Jairo Riedewald is tiring, so I'm going to bring on Kouyaté for him, who loves the ball-winning midfielder role and support. Oh, that's a lifesaver. Let's look at him. Let's have a look. Support. Is it all the same? Cool, whatever. I shows how much I know about tactics. And then we are going to bring on... Who are we going to do? I'm not risking Wan-Bissaka betraying me again, so Martin Kelly comes on for him, and I'm going to leave the last substitution for now. If we do change the tactic, then I'll bring on Benteke and drop Morrison back a bit. But for now, I think we're okay, and we are almost there. Do I drop it back massively to like ultra defensive? I know it's not called that anymore. What's it called? Was it even called that ever? Was it? I don't know. Oh, there's 7 minutes. Oh, there's a highlight. No. Amati for Leicester. Just running. We do get the ball. Zaha. Morrison does have some room here. Go on, Morrison, my son. Go on. Oh, what a ball. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Ravel. Rav. What have you? That was a risky pass. My word. And he's not closing down, which is fantastic. That's good. That was a bit of a wayward pass as well, but maybe just cold a lot. I'm babbling. I'm terrified. Our ball comes in. Vardy somehow, was that a volley? There were 2 men on him and he got a volley away, and it's a highlight straight away as well. Of course, we just smash it along and there's nobody there. Terrible ball by Chilwell though, and that was a big challenge from Ndidi, but not a foul. Brun Larsen comes at us. Still never heard of him. Lanzini I've heard of. What's he doing at Leicester? Very strange. I'm panicking. I'm panicking massively. I should have changed it. I always say this, and then I don't change it. Amati, Ndidi. No, please think of the children. They're just keeping the ball. Keep it there all game. I'm happy. How many passes between? Oh, they've stopped now. Lanzini from distance puts it just over. I mean, they're only hitting long shots, apart from the Vardy one. Ravel Morrison, no! Potential groin injury. Well, that's an absolute disaster, isn't it? Christian Benteke, now's your time to shine as a target man on support, which makes more sense than it did a few games ago when I said it wouldn't make sense, because we've got wingers and we've got good wingers. Why wouldn't we use him? 5 minutes is up, but there was an injury to Morrison. Will that add into the injury time? Leicester have it so deep and off. No, please. I need 3 points. Clear the fucking ball. Yes! Yes! Yes, we've done it. We've actually done it. We've won a game. I can't believe it. People have written us off. I mean, we were pretty terrible. I think we only created 1 chance, didn't we? But we are out of the relegation zone for now. Oh my word. That is massive. Morrison is out for 4 weeks, which is horrible. So we're going to leave that to the physio. We're going to ignore all this stuff. I'm going to punch my laptop apparently. Send the assistant, not bothered. Go away. 9 games in the league without winning. So 9 in a row. horrific. So we lost 10 in a row, including Luton, which is just awful. So let's look at the schedule. 4 weeks time, you're looking at about a month, aren't you? All of a sudden this looks a lot cleaner, doesn't it? Where did the months go? Am I just... You saw that, right? So 4 weeks time, looking like around Cardiff or West Ham. So it might be a double depending on how we are looking, how the league is looking. We definitely need to do West Ham because, you know, hits, clicks, all that stuff. Hits, clicks and automobiles. But Cardiff could be big because they are terrible. It could be some guaranteed points. Could, he says, after just scraping past Leicester. But yeah, it's a real tight running out to the end of the season. So out for 4 weeks, and to be honest, he did absolutely nothing in that game. So, cool. He won a tackle, he won a header, he got a shot on target, he was offside once, he was fouled once. Pretty terrible. Him as a trequartista is probably not the answer, but we knew that anyway, didn't we? But anyway, that is me. I am so happy we won a game at last. Thank you so much for watching and being on the journey with me. Please do pity like and subscribe. Well, not pity like anymore, joyous like, celebratory like, because we've done it. And I mean, we could go on another losing run now, so I need all the help I can get. But thank you very much for watching. My shoulders are a really weird angle, but cheers!